This is not very good at picking up my face. Hi guys, in this very creepy lighting. Oh god. It's currently 4:40 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I thought I'd show you the more glamorous side of Hollywood. I'm gonna be script supervising this morning with some really awesome people, but to do that I have to wake up at this time so I can drive 2.5 hours to be on location. I feel like upon making this video, there will be someone in the future at the point where we have self-driving cars and they're like, you poor stupid piece of crap. To which I have this to say, at least I know how to drive a car. Suck it. I might be 80 by now, but I can still kick your ass and drive a car. Run you down with it. Alright, anyway, since we're already off to a violent start in the morning, let's get going. I don't know if you can hear me, but I feel awesome because I set up my camera so that I can still drive and be safe and everything. So yay! And this is also giving me something to do because I still have like an hour and a half on the road. 4:15 this morning on a Saturday, just when all of the gigolos and the whores were rolling into bed, I was getting up out of mine. I'm tired. The crew, they left yesterday at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but I had to work. It's kind of a nice road trip. I kind of like it. Woohoo! I like this filming thing. Oh, look, my hands are cute.
Now it's a Seraph film. Look at that.
Flies are scene killers. So if somebody could muster up the energy to kill one, right there.
So, always awkward filming vlog kind of stuff on film sets because it's never really appropriate. Because like when you're in the moment, like that's just really hard to do, and we already have someone doing some behind the scenes. I'll probably put a link to the official behind the scenes video. But this view I can't even, it's amazing. Check it out.
I know, it was so funny. Warner Brothers crew, I'm like,
This is part of the reason why I just like being involved with movies, is because it takes you like amazing places like this, just locations that you wouldn't have otherwise found yourself, because you need to be up at a certain time and you need to be at a certain place that you've never been before. So with a really good group of people, Seraph Films, filming a little something so that hopefully it can become something bigger. I love it, and this weekend isn't even over yet, so let's go eat. Hello friends, we're actually in the Sequoia National Forest. It's very exciting, and the reason why I have this over my head is because I need to see this, the computer screen, and obviously it's very difficult. So when I put this over, boom, it works. Look at that. Kind of like cheating with the sun. What I was showing you there is I watch on my computer screen through an app called Deck that links with the camera and shows me what the camera's seeing, so that way I can look for inconsistencies. Sometimes it's not always reliable, so I do have to take a lot of pictures. And I do have to be very aware of all the details that goes on. At the same time, I'm watching everything. Sometimes I'll be reading lines. I'll be looking over the script to make sure that we have all the small details that we need. And then as well as timing the shots and writing everything down on a little sheet of paper. So that's like where you see the slate, what's called the slate. It's the sticks. It's where it's like marker, you know, that's when they do it. So it has a lot of information on, and I'm partially responsible for the information that goes on to that slate. So that was a really quick, brief overview of the weekend. So, I gotta go. We're done. Woo! You heard we just finished up our last shot. Yay! It's called the margarita shot. There's a margarita. I don't know, I'm a little unclear. I'm still pretty green. But it's called the margarita because we're martini. It's called the martini. Oops, not the margarita. I am so green. I don't know what's going on. So I'm standing in the sun because our elevation is about 7,000 7 to 9,000, somewhere in there. It's just really cold up here, especially when you get in the shade. So just sitting down for a while, which that's a big part of my job is just sitting down in front of a computer, sitting down writing on a piece of paper or whatever. This is actually the same place where they filmed Return of the Jedi with all the Ewoks, and they're flying through the trees, and it's beautiful and amazing, and I hope I make my father very jealous. Making people jealous, that's another reason to work in the film industry. It's been a really fun shoot. I work with Seraph Films when I can. They're really great, just a wonderful group of people, and I'm always constantly learning, and this is such a great group of people to learn with. If you get an opportunity, you can find Seraph Films on YouTube. I'll be sure to leave a link. Oh, another short of theirs that I worked on was called Visions. So I'll put that link specifically in the description, so that way you can for sure check it out. So happy that I was able to bring you along with me. Wonderful actress. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Molly Jackson.
And you are?
Molly's mom, Lynette Jackson.
Oh, so how long have you been acting, Molly?
I've been acting since I was 5, so that's about 7.5 years now. And then in Los Angeles, I've been acting for about 5 years now.
So you are SAG, is that right?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
SAG-AFTRA.
Would you mind explaining that to people who don't know what that is?
SAG-AFTRA, it's a union that protects you from really hard labor. And for kids, there's a program within SAG, and it's Looking Ahead. And in that program, they have different events. You can join the student council. You can set up events. They have a lounge in between auditions that you can wait at. I've done the Color Me Mine event, the La Brea Tar Pits. I've done this senior home. So yeah, there's really fun events, but then also SAG for kids. They always make sure there's like a set teacher on set if it's the weekdays. They make sure that you can only work 9.5 hours, including lunch and breaks. And it protects you, and I like it.
So I wanted to know, for you, like being on set, like what would you say to other mothers that would be like on set moms? What's something that, a piece of advice perhaps?
Piece of advice is always be looking out for your kids' best interest, but also kind of stay in the shadows, because they didn't hire you, they hired your kid. They don't really want to hear from you too much. And it's a great day, great food, and lots of fun. But a big piece of advice is only do this if your kid is driving it for themselves. If the child really, really wants to do it. I think in the last 5 years we've been in LA, I've seen way too many kids in the business that you can tell do not want to be in the business, but it's the parents that want them to be. And it's really sad. So yeah, I've seen worse behavior on the part of the parents than I have on the kids. All the kids that really want to do this, want to do commercials and TV and film, have fun, and they meet amazing people. We both have.
Yeah.
But the kids that don't want to do it are just miserable.
They're on their phones in between takes. They're bored.
Yeah.
They're just...
So make sure your kid really wants to do it.
Yes.
Do you have anything to add, Molly, to that? Like any piece of advice for kids who are wanting to pursue the act?
If you want to pursue the acting, make sure that you're very always like enjoyable on set. Be super polite. Even if you have to be like overly polite, just do that because it gets you farther. Don't be really complainy. Stay off if like you can, unless you're like super downtown, like stay off your phones if someone's around you. Don't do that. It just makes you look bad.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
This has been really fun.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. Noobs, this is what the film industry does for you. It also makes it so that you have to get up really early and don't put on any makeup, but there's too much makeup in the world and not enough of this. That's just amazing. Look at that.